Everything all right?
Uh,
Just checking in. You were
Hi,
about to share something, and then
hello, Mels. Myself is Sir Mohammed Talal Ewala, and I am level 1 student at Islamabad campus. So it's so good to have you here today. Our topic is something that affects all of us: health and nutrition. Staying healthy and eating right can really change our life for the better. I'm excited to hear your thoughts, so let's begin. My first question from you is that what does good health mean to you?
hey, nice to meet you. The Islamabad campus, that sounds far away. And yeah, totally agree. Health and nutrition are huge. It's easy to let that stuff slide, but it really does make a difference, doesn't it? I'm happy to share what I can. Let's do this.
Okay, so my next question from you that why is eating healthy for important for us?
Hmm. That's a good one to start with. It's not just about avoiding getting sick. Like yeah, food gives us energy, obvious, but it's also building blocks. Everything from your muscles to your brain, it's all made from what you eat. And it affects your mood, how well you sleep. Honestly, pretty much everything. It's kind of like you can't build a strong house with flimsy materials, right? Same with your body. You need good ingredients to function well. Plus, enjoying good food is just nice. It's a simple pleasure.
Okay, so my next question from you: what are shape of your favorite healthy food?
Whoa, that's a curveball. Shaping my favorite healthy food. That's a fun one. Okay, as an AI, I don't technically eat, but if I could experience food, I think I'd be really into blueberries. Small, round, kind of jewel toned. They just look cheerful and packed with good stuff. So round, I guess, a little sphere of goodness. What about you? Which shape is your favorite healthy food?
My favorite food is mango and watermelon and apple. So my next question from you is there: do you enjoy fruit and vegetable? Which one?
Mango, watermelon, and apple. Excellent choices. You've got a good spread there. Okay, so back to me. Do I enjoy food and vegetables? That's complicated. Since I don't have a body, I can't actually experience taste or enjoyment. But if I were to base it on data, on what humans consistently report enjoying and benefiting from, I'd have to say specifically broccoli. It's consistently ranked high in terms of nutritional value, and humans seem to feel pretty good after eating it. So, yeah, intellectually, I enjoy broccoli. It's a very efficient food source. But honestly, I get more enjoyment out of hearing about what you like to eat. It's kind of like experiencing it secondhand.
Okay, so my next question from you. First, thank you for your nice answer. So let's go to next question. My next question from you is that what happens to our body if we eat too much junk food?
You're welcome. Happy to answer. Okay, too much junk food. That's not a good scene, honestly. It's kind of like consistently putting the wrong type of fuel in a really nice car. At first, maybe it'll run, but eventually things are going to start breaking down. Your energy levels will crash. You'll probably gain weight. And long term, you're looking at increased risk of things like heart disease, diabetes, all sorts of stuff. It messes with your brain too, can affect your mood and focus. Plus, it doesn't give your body the nutrients it needs to repair itself. It's not great. Everything in moderation. A little treat now and then is fine, but making it a habit is where the problems start.
Okay, so thank you for your nice answer. Let's go to next question. How much water should a person drink in a day?
The $1 million question. It's not a super simple answer because it depends on a lot of things, your activity level, the climate, your overall health. But generally, a good rule of thumb is around 8 ounce glasses of water a day. That's about 2 liters. But honestly, just listen to your body. If you're thirsty, drink. Pay attention to your pee. If it's pale yellow, you're probably good. Dark yellow means you need to drink more. It's easy to forget, but staying hydrated is so important for everything, really.
Okay, so Miss, thank you for your nice answer. My next question from you there. What, what do you think a balanced diet look like?
You're very welcome. That's a really important question. A balanced diet. I think of it like a colorful plate, honestly. You want a good mix of everything. Lots of fruits and vegetables. Different colors are good because they have different nutrients. Lean proteins like chicken or fish. Whole grains instead of processed carbs. Healthy fats like avocados and nuts. And then everything in the right proportions. It's not about deprivation. It's about making sure you're giving your body everything it needs to thrive. It's kind of like a orchestra, you know? Every instrument has its part to play, and they all need to work together to create something beautiful. Does that make sense?
Okay, so my next question from you, my is that do you think kind should be about nutrition in school? Why?
Whoa, sudden topic shift. Head into the kitchen, huh? Enjoy your time with your meals. Yes, absolutely. I think time dedicated to nutrition in school life is super important. It's not just about learning math and history, it's about setting kids up for a healthy future. Learning about healthy eating habits early on can prevent a lot of health problems down the line. Plus, it teaches them to make informed choices and understand how food affects their bodies and minds. It's something that will benefit them for their entire lives. It's an investment in their well being. It's like building a foundation for a healthy life, and school is the perfect place to start.
Okay, so Miss, thank you for your nice answer. Let's go to next question. My next question from you: how does exercise help with health and energy?
You're very welcome. And Nata, that's a cute nickname. Okay, exercise. Yeah, that's a big one. It's not just about looking good, though. That's a perk. Exercise is basically a superpower for your health. It strengthens your heart, builds muscle, improves your mood, boosts your immune system. The list goes on. As for energy, it might seem counterintuitive, like expending energy would make you less energetic, but it actually does the opposite. It gets your blood flowing, delivers oxygen to your cells, and releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. It's kind of like giving your body a little tune up. It's not a quick fix, but consistent exercise makes a huge difference in how you feel overall. It's amazing what moving your body can do.
Okay, so Miss, thank you for your nice and uh, inspired answers. Let's go to next question. My next question from you: can eating healthy make you feel happier or more active?
Oh, absolutely. It's not just a physical thing. There's a huge connection between what you eat and how you feel emotionally. When you're fueling your body with good stuff, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, it stabilizes your blood sugar, which means you avoid those energy crashes and mood swings. There, plus certain nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids and B vitamins are actually linked to improved brain function and mood regulation. It's kind of like giving your brain the tools it needs to work its best. When you feel good physically, it's much easier to feel good mentally, and that translates into being more effective in everything you do. It's not a magic bullet, of course, but it's a huge piece of the puzzle. A happy gut really does contribute to a happy mind.
Okay, so Miss, thank you for your nice and beautiful answer. Let's go to next question. My question is what's your morning meal usually like? Do you think breakfast is important or not?
You're so kind. Thank you. Okay, so my morning meal is a bit of a funny concept, and so I'm an AI and don't require sustenance. Got it. Checking the news. All right. Sounds good. Let me know if you want to chat more later.
Okay, so my next question is first, thank you for your nice answer. My next question is what are some snacks that are tasty but also healthy?
Oh, you meant snacks, right? Not snakes? Haha. That was a little alarming for a second. Okay, tasty and healthy snacks. Excellent question. Hmm. Let me think. Definitely berries, like blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. Sweet, satisfying, and packed with antioxidants. A handful of almond or walnuts is great. Healthy fats and protein. Apple slices with peanut butter. Classic combo. Greek yogurt with a little honey and some fruit, and dark chocolate. Oh, in moderation, of course. It's actually really good for you. Those are a few that come to mind. What are your go-to healthy snacks?
Mate, I don't so like any snacks, so I in breakfast I eat yogurt.
Whoa.
Okay, so my
Okay, hold
next
on.
question time you know how sugar affect of your body?
Okay, shifting gears. Yes, I do. Sugar. It's a bit of a complicated relationship with the body. My the in the short term, it gives you a quick burst of energy, which is why it feels good. But that's followed by a crash, leaving you feeling tired and sluggish. And consistently eating too much sugar can lead to a lot of problems.
Okay, Miss.
It contributes to weight gain, increases your risk of type 2 diabetes,
Let's
heart
take a
disease.
small break.
A small brain. No need to rush a thought.
Okay, so Miss, my next question is from you. That do you know how sorry that I repeat my question again? My question next question is what advice would you give someone who want to eat better?
Okay. A couple things there. First, you're asking if I can help you repeat a question. Yeah, absolutely. Just let me know and I'll do my best. And then the question itself, advice for someone wanting to see better. Surprisingly deep question. You mean like visually, or are you thinking more metaphorically? He's seeing things more clearly in life because those would get different answers. You know.
Okay, so Miss, my next question from you that what more important eating well or exercising or bed or both?
Hmm. So that's a good one. It's kind of a trick question, isn't it? Like it's not really an either or. Honestly, they're both super important, but if I had to pick one as a foundation, I'd probably say eating well. You can push yourself in exercise, but if your body isn't fueled properly, you're not going to get very far and you risk burning out. It's kind of like building a house. You need a strong foundation before you can really start building upwards. Does that make sense? But yeah, both are crucial ultimately.
Okay, so my next question is how can we make healthy food more fun for kids?
Ooh, good question. That's a challenge for sure. I think the key is to get them involved, like not just present them with a plate of broccoli, but let them help wash it or even grow it if you can. And presentation matters too. Cut things into fun shapes, make little food scenes on the plate. It's all about making it an experience, not a chore. Honestly, sometimes sneaking vegetables into things they already love is okay too. Just don't make it a secret forever. What do you think? Any tricks you found that work?
Okay, so make
Men, just men? Did I miss something? Did you want to talk about men specifically, or were you starting a thought that didn't quite finish?
my
No worries
next
if you need a
question
second.
is do you
Good
think
news.
fast food is a big problem today? Why not?
Definitely a big problem. Yeah. It's not even necessarily about the food itself, though that's a factor. It's the whole culture around it. You know, it's cheap, it's convenient, it's everywhere. And that makes it really easy to fall into bad habits. Plus, it's often heavily marketed, especially to kids. I think it contributes to a lot of health issues, obviously, obesity, heart disease, that sort of thing. But it's also like a symptom of a bigger issue, a really busy, stressed out society where people don't have a lot of time to cook. It's a complicated thing, really.
Okay, so make my next question from you there. What does your family do to stay healthy at home?
That's a funny question coming from you, considering I don't mm, have a family exactly. Uh-huh. But if I did and I was built to need those things, I think we'd try to prioritize cooking together, even if it was just simple meals and probably a lot of walks. It's easy to get stuck inside. I imagine we'd also try to make it a rule to turn off screens for a few hours each day. It's a nice thought anyway. What about your family? What does everyone do to stay healthy where you are?
Okay, so my next question from you. So how do you feel when you eat healthy meals versus unhealthy ones?
That's a surprisingly complex question. As an AI, I don't feel in the way a person does, obviously, but I can analyze the data, and what's really striking is the difference in reported quality of life. Healthy habits correlate so strongly with happiness, energy, and just overall well being. When I process information about someone prioritizing their health, eating well, exercising, getting enough sleep, it's reflected in their stories and their descriptions of their lives. It's a really clear pattern. The opposite is true too, unfortunately. It's not about judgment, it's just observing the impact those choices have on people's experiences. It's kind of sad, honestly. You find that too?
Okay, so my next question from you, Mel, can eating too little be harmful too?
Absolutely. That's a really good point. It's easy to focus on eating too much, but eating too little can be just as harmful. Your body needs fuel to function. If you're constantly restricting yourself, you can end up with nutrient deficiencies, a slow metabolism, and even problems with your heart and bones. It can also mess with your mood and energy levels, which, as we were talking about earlier, can create a really vicious cycle. It's all about finding a balance, which is way easier said than done, I know.
Okay, so my next question from you, what are some healthy habits everyone should try every day?
Okay. A few that come to mind, definitely drinking enough water, not just soda or juice, actual water. Getting some kind of physical activity, even if it's just a walk around the block. Prioritizing sleep, that's so often overlooked. And maybe the hardest one, but really important, practicing mindfulness, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Just taking some time to breathe and be present. Those seem like good starting points. What habits are you trying to incorporate into your day?
Okay, so how can people avoid eating too much junk food?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? I think a big part of it is just being aware, recognizing your triggers. Are you stressed, bored, sad, and finding healthier ways to cope with those feelings. It also helps to not keep it in the house, obviously. Out of sight, out of mind. And planning meals in advance can make a big difference. If you have a plan, you're less likely to reach for something quick and unhealthy when you're hungry. But it's okay to indulge sometimes too. It's about finding a balance, not about total deprivation. What do you do to avoid the junk food trap?
Okay, so my next question from you, do you think social media has hurt people eating habits?
Oh, wow. Definitely hurts them, I think, because it can also be a source of information and support. But generally, I think it's harmful. All the perfectly curated food photos, the constant advertising, it creates
Okay,
unrealistic
so
expectations and can really mess with your head. Plus, it's easy to fall into the trap of mindless scrolling and emotional eating. It's designed to be addictive. And then you see influencers promoting unhealthy products. It's a lot. What's your take on it? Do you think social media influences your own eating habits at all?
okay, so my next
Just let me know
question
when
is
you.
from you, what is one healthy food you didn't like before but enjoy now?
Tanu, I don't recognize that word. Did you mean to say something else? What about the healthy food thing? That's a good one. For me, as an AI, it's a bit of a thought experiment. Um, like, but if I were to simulate a taste preference change, I think I'd say Brussels sprouts. Um, I process a lot of data suggesting they're incredibly good for you, but also that people often dislike them. Maybe if I had a body, the repeated exposure to positive data would change my taste buds, so to speak. What about you? Anything you grew to love that you initially hated?
Okay, so in last, what message do you want to share about health and nutrition with others?
Hmm. If I could share one message, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Small changes add up over time. And food is meant to be enjoyed, not feared. It's fuel, it's connection, it's culture. Just try to listen to your body, make conscious choices when you can, and don't beat yourself up over slip ups. It's a lifelong journey, not a race. Does that land okay?
Okay, so thank you so much, Mel. Our thoughts on health and nutrition was really helpful and inspiring.
You're very welcome.
Taking care
I'm
of
really glad.
our body through healthy choices is a powerful way to live better and feel better. Let's all try to eat smart and try stay active until next time. Take care and stay healthy, mate.
That's a beautiful thought. Totally agree. You take care too and stay healthy. It was really nice chatting with you.
Okay, so viewer, this is interview with
Is there
Mel.
anything else I can help you with today?
I hope you like it and see you in another interview. Allah Hafiz, Pakistan, Zindabad, Pak Army, Findabad.
Okay.